Ah, teenage girls. They'll risk it all for a dare, a selfie, or just to prove they're braver than Becky from fourth period. And when I say risk it all, I mean go into cursed woods to steal handmade demon crafts like it's freaking Etsy gone wrong. Today's nightmare starts with a dare, ends with silence, and includes one haunted tree, a doll made of hair, and a girl who should have minded her own damn business. Let's get into it. They called it Hollow Glen. Not officially, not on any map, but whispered like a warning between bored teenagers and old drunks at the gas station. It was the kind of forest that looked sick even in the daylight. Trees warped like they were grown wrong. Bark that peeled in curls like dead skin. No animals, no birds. Just the kind of silence that pressed against your eardrums like water. Ava had heard the stories, sure. Everyone in town had. But she didn't buy into that kind of thing. She was 17, sharp-tongued, and didn't believe in curses, ghosts, or anything that couldn't be explained with Google. So when her best friend dared her to go into Hollow Glen and take the charm from the base of the tree, she didn't hesitate. She just laughed, grabbed her headphones, and walked straight down the trail behind the high school. It didn't take long to find it. The tree. It looked like it had been dead for decades, but hadn't had the courtesy to fall over yet. Its roots spilled out over the ground like thick veins. The bark was slashed and torn, some of it marked with strange symbols that didn't look like anything from this century. And nestled in the roots was the charm. It was small, a doll, or something like one. Its body was twine, its head wrapped in what looked like animal hair, matted and brown. Its mouth was sewn shut, tight with red thread. Something about it felt wrong, like it had been made with hate. Ava bent down and plucked it out of the dirt. As she stood, the red thread snapped, a clean little ping like a violin string breaking. For a second, the forest went dead silent, then came the whisper. So faint, she almost thought it was her imagination. Speak, and I'll return. That night, Ava dreamed in dirt. She saw through someone else's eyes, a girl buried alive, screaming with a mouthful of soil. Above her, a figure loomed. A woman, faceless and black as shadow, whispering something down into the grave. Ava woke up choking. Her mouth was full of grit. She stumbled to the bathroom, spat into the sink, and blinked at what she saw. Blood, dirt, and a single tooth that didn't look human. The mirror was fogged, but she wiped it clean. Her reflection smiled at her. She didn't. The next morning, her voice was hoarse. By lunch, it was gone. She tried to laugh it off. Maybe it was laryngitis. Maybe stress. But by third period, something moved in her throat. Not metaphorically, literally. A twitch, a bulge. Like something was crawling under the skin at the base of her neck, squirming toward her jaw. No one believed her. Her teachers told her to go home and rest. Her friend ghosted her, freaked out after Ava texted what happened. That night, she looked at herself again in the mirror. She wasn't smiling, but the reflection still was. This time, it raised its hand. She didn't. She grabbed a flashlight and ran back into the woods, back down the trail. The trees felt closer this time, like they'd grown in while she was gone. When she reached the tree, she dropped to her knees and dug her fingers into the dirt, searching for the charm. She needed to put it back, needed to undo whatever she'd done. But the charm was gone. In its place, a shallow grave, small, fresh, and open. The air around it was colder than the rest of the woods, still, heavy. Her flashlight flickered once, then steadied. Ava leaned closer, trembling. Then the ground moved. A hand, grey, long-fingered, covered in rot, shot out of the grave and clamped around her wrist. She screamed. but nothing came out. Only dirt spilled from her mouth, dry and choking, as the hand pulled her toward the hole. Her body twisted, legs scrambling, but her throat was locked in place, like someone inside her was holding on. She clawed at the tree, at the roots, but the last thing she saw before everything went black was the bark, and something behind it. A face, her face, smiling. They found her the next morning, sitting against the base of the tree, eyes wide and glassy. Her lips had been sewn shut with red thread, not crudely, neatly, precisely. Her fingernails were torn, her hoodie ripped at the shoulders, dirt packed under her nails. And beside her, on the moss-covered ground, lay a new charm, still damp, still bleeding. Twine knotted tightly, matted hair, brown and tangled. Her hair. People say Hollow Glen's different now, colder, quieter. The tree looks the same, still standing, still rotting. But the moss is thicker now. And sometimes people say they see something behind the bark, something pale, pressed like a photograph inside the wood. A face. Ava's face, still smiling, still watching. Sometimes you hear a whisper too. Your name, said in your own voice. And if you answer, you're next.